Continuing for Friday's Tanya, the 16th of ER. We are doing the end of chapter 48, and we're talking about the fact that Hashem has to contract his being in order to allow other creatures to be here. Let's continue. So that even his knowledge, however, the knowledge, but his knowledge wasn't be which is united with his essence of so in being, his knowledge, which is united with his essence in being. Because he is the knowledge, he is the knower, and he is the known, as the Rambam says. And by knowing himself, kiviyachol, so to speak, yodea kol nivraim, he knows all things. Because as we said yesterday, that his thinking about the thing brings it into being. So as it says here, he knows all created beings by knowing himself. Not with a knowledge which is separate from him, like the knowledge of a man. Note, human knowledge requires getting to know something which is external to you. Not so Hashem's knowledge, it comes from his knowing himself. So, kikulam ninsaim mitato yisbarek. All the beings come into being from the truth of his existence. That's why by knowing himself, he knows all the beings. It's interesting. And this thing is not within the power of human beings to comprehend very clearly, and so on. Continuing. Kamo, Shagatava Rambam, Zichron Bracha, like the Rambam writes, may his memory be for a blessing. His memory is for a blessing. Vaskimo, Kabbalah, and the sages of the Kabbalah agree with him. Kamosh, like it says, Bepardes, and Meha Ramak from Rabbi Moshe Cordovero, Zichron Bracha, his memory as for a blessing. V'chein hu lefi Kabbalah Hashari Zichron Bracha, and also it's in accord with the Kabbalah of the Arizal, the Rabbi Yitzchak Luria of blessed memory. Besod hatzimsumim halavav shuta order b'kelim kamoshin yiberav el perak base in the mystery, in the doctrine of the contraction and the clothing of the lights of the spheres in the vessels, like we talked about in perak base. What is this? What is everyone agreeing about? That what? Hare that this knowledge that Hashem knows Himself, ma'achar shehi b'chinas ein sof, even though that this knowledge is the aspect of unlimitedness, eino nikrut b'shem mitlaveshet. Oh, sorry, not since ma'achar, since shehi b'chinas ein sof, this knowledge is unlimited. Eino nikrut b'shem mitlaveshet b'kadur haaretz. It's not called being dressed up in the globe of the earth, which is limited, but it encircles, encompasses it. Even though this knowledge embraces its entire thickness and interiorness in actual reality. Unlike the knowledge of a human being, which encompasses only the image of an object and not its reality, God's knowledge embraces the object in actual reality. By knowing the thing, by thinking of the thing, then that's the means by which it gets actual creation. Continuing, creation does not come about from the minute glimmer of godliness found within the object, no, which sustains it only in an animate and vegetative level, no, but it comes from the supernal knowledge that encompasses and encircles it. The actual life actually comes from this soviv level, from Hashem's essential level, and although this knowledge is responsible for the object's existence, it is still described as encompassing, for inasmuch as the knowledge is infinite, while the created being is finite, this knowledge is unable to clothe itself within the created being due to the limits of the created being. Like it's mentioned in another place. Now we're going to jump into Shabbos, and because we can't do Shabbos on Shabbos, let's continue this thought in a moment. See you there.